Hi everybody, and welcome to session 3. In this session, I put a little video in there from Monty Python, how the machine that goes ping. It's just in there to kind of draw a parallel between the medical field and the educational field, and how just really across all fields, how people sometimes view technology kind of with the wrong idea in mind. It's just there for humor and to get you thinking a little bit about that. The main thing for this week of this semester, there's two things. We've got the BYOT podcast, which there's two parts to it. Part one is researching and learning about the topic of BYOT, bring your own technology. And part two is making a podcast where you respond and you kind of talk about what you learned about, basically, and you kind of process it. And then you post, from part one, when you do the research, you have a little Word document that I want you to fill out. You'll be posting that on your BYOT wiki page, and then in part two, when you make the podcast, that needs to be posted on your BYOT wiki page as well, so that when I go to that page, I can pull down your document and listen to your podcast right there on your wiki page. If you're a speech-language pathologist, you might look at the TechCast option for your podcast, or you may propose a different topic. Maybe you don't want to go talk about 5 tools. I'm talking the SLPs right now. For the SLPs that pick the TechCast, they want something different. Maybe you don't want to go research 5 tools for your situation. Maybe there may be some other topic you want to pursue, something else you want to research related to technology and speech-language pathology, and just let me know if there's some other topic that interests you. So you have that second option, SLPs, speech-language pathology majors. This semester, and I'm going to put a video below this one in the module 2, just to kind of get out the message that while I do have training for how you can make a podcast online, I feel like it's too labor intensive now, given the plethora of free and easy to use apps that allow you to make audio recordings, and with a little bit of playing around on your part, you can figure out how to get them up on your wiki. I can help you do that, and I can even type up instructions if you need me to. I can even perhaps figure out a way to make a video, although I would be using a device like this, so making a video is going to be a little harder for me, but I could do that, So let me know if you need help figuring out how to get your podcast up on your wiki to play. So, given the plethora of mobile devices, most of you in your intro post said that you use a device like this, or an iPad, or an Android pad, or some kind of pad, in the Android market or the iOS market. There's no reason to do the harder way that I've taught the past 6 or 7 years. There is a reason if you want to do it. I use the program that I teach you. The program I teach, that's what I consider the harder way, is called Audacity. It's actually really easy to use. It's super useful. I use it every week in my work as an online teacher and as a student. I use it for a variety of purposes. I love it. I highly recommend you learn how to do it. But at the same time, I'm not here to ask you to do the hardest option. There's an easier way to make a podcast than downloading Audacity, installing it on your computer, learning how to use it, then making your podcast, then exporting, then uploading. If there's an easier way, please pursue that. So the second bullet point on the checklist under the podcast, how to podcast section, just kind of encourages you, if you have a smart device that has apps, search the terms record audio and see what you find, and try out some different apps. Make a little test podcast, see how it works, play with it, see if you can figure out where the recording went, see if you can get it up on the web, whether you email it to yourself or you plug in your phone to the computer, and then you pull it onto your computer and upload it some way like that. So play with that. Just as if you were in a BYOT classroom, you would have your students play with that. And they would have to use trial and error a little bit to figure things out. Same time, I'm here to help you, so don't feel like I'm trying to just force you to figure it all out on your own. But I do want you to try a little bit, play a little bit, before you just ask me to spell it all out for you. I have a little section on podcasting and education, so you can see how this is relevant in the classroom. There's an example from early childhood across the curriculum, and an example from a social studies junior high school classroom. Eric Langhorst uses podcasting a lot. All right, and then there's a reading this week. It's from the Roblier and Doran textbook on the big picture and technology use and sort of gives you a history a little bit and some big issues in technology use in the classroom. And I also want you to check out the top 10 charts. Go look in your particular area. And for the speech language pathology folks, the top 10 chart that may best apply to you guys is the special, I don't know what it's called, I'd have to go double check, but it's the special education top 10 charts. If you scroll through the options, there's one that includes top 10 for things related to like assistive technologies. And then I kind of let you know about the floating quiz that's due at the end of the semester here. The NETS T-Quiz, you can take it at any point. So you can take, I need to actually open it. It may not be available. So you double check and make sure the dates are good on that so we can open that up and you can take that now or you can wait till the end of the semester. So that is session 3. I will be here all week during session 3. For those of you that have had enough of me talking right now, just turn off the video. But if you're curious about my availability, that's what I'm going to talk about right now, very quickly. So during session 3, wow, it's going to be a tough week, but it's not. But I'm going to be here. I'll be here pretty much all week. I mean, I don't have anything that's going to keep me out at this moment. So, of course I'll be here on my office hours day, and I'll probably be here many of the other days, and I like to be here from 8 to 4 or so, 8 to 5 every day. It's just a habit from the K-12 days that when, you had to be there every day at like 7. All right. So that's session 3. Let me know how I can help with it.